Good afternoon, Dr. Seller. My name is Lei. I'll be discussing findings from a study on craft beers in the United States. We'll talk about the data and analysis first. There are two parameters that are very important in this study. The first one is alcohol by volume. We call it ABV. The second one is International Business Unit. We call it IBU. We'll also discuss about the potential positive linear correlation between ABV and IBU. After that, we'll discuss some next steps we can do for better investment decision. First, we analyzed the number of breweries by state. The states have the most number of breweries are Colorado, California, Michigan, Oregon, and Texas. The state has only one brewery are South Dakota, North Dakota, West Virginia, and Washington, D.C. We also merged the two data sets of beer and brewery in order for further analysis. We are showing the beginning and ending of the merged table to demonstrate the merge was successful. Here is the first 6 rows of the merged table. And here is the last 6 rows of the merged table. As we can see, the last brewery ID matches with the brewery data set, which have 558 breweries. After that, we checked if there's any missing data. There's only 2 columns with missing data. Among the total observation of 2,410, there's 62 missing data in ABV and 1,005 missing data in IBU. So when we analyze the data, we ignored the beers with missing values from those 2 parameters. From the merged table, we analyzed the median ABV by state. As we can see from the graph, the median ABV ranges from 4% to 6%. Most states come in at the upper 5% ABV, which means this range would be a good, safe range to invest in. Then we look at the median IBU by state. It ranges from 20 to just above 60. There's one brewery in South Dakota and they did not report IBU for their beer. We also identified that the Colorado produces the beer with the highest ABV, and Oregon has the most bitter beer. After that, we summarized the statistic for the ABV variable, and it shows that 50% of the beers have ABV between 5% and 6.7%, with the minimum and the maximum being 0.1% to 12.8%. Another interesting finding is the potential positive linear correlation between ABV and IBU. Hypothesis tests showed the linear correlation is statistically significant. However, correlation does not imply causation. In this case, beer's bitterness actually comes from the amount of hops the brewers added into the beer. Let's take a closer look of the data. You can see the linear trend can explain 45% of the variances of the data. For next step, we can review the various sales data on top craft beers. We can utilize surveys to understand customer demand trends. We can also analyze population trends and review alcohol laws. Those additional information will provide better guidance for craft beer investment. With this, I'd like to take any questions. Thank you.